most dangerous lies are the ones we tell ourselves. Mine, like when I was in college as a teenager, I'm tired. F that class. I got like 3 skips. Missed paper. It's okay. I'll make it up at the end of the semester. Bong rips at 10 a.m. Yeah, that's dope. I'll tell you something. Within a year and a half, those lies turned into me flunking out of college. Now, all's well that ends well, but I'll tell you this. The road to well isn't always smooth when you're traveling on it. Out of all the tools that I've picked up in my life, this one right here, the mirror, is most important. The mirror represents self-honesty and awareness. And it'll show you who you truly are, but you gotta use it. Trust me, you'd rather use it than have it hit you over the head. Let me tell you how the mirror hit me at work once. I had some side work planned. I'm an electrician, by trade. And this is completely normal for a union guy, at least. I didn't pack any extra tools from work because it was supposed to be a quick job. I get down into the basement, trying to cut this circuit into a panel. I had to move it across the basement. And it was just a little bit too long. All I had to do was take like a foot of this casing off this old style green field. But the issue is it was old material. It was like 3/4 or 1 inch, way too big for my roto zip. I didn't have my big hacksaw with me. I just had a little tiny guy, and I didn't want to have to go back home. It's like a 30-40 minute drive. It's gonna end up being an hour and a half. Nobody wants to do all that extra stuff. So I had to try it, and next thing I know, my grip slipped. I sliced a nice little line in my thumb right around here, and within moments there was blood, like everywhere. Got me looking like French. I might die. That was me coping with the mirror in that moment. But you can get better at avoiding that hit by looking at the mirror early and often. So when you learn how to be honest and self-aware, you're gonna avoid being hit. Over time, I've developed the use, like the automatic use of my mirror. Walking in from work, tired, in a funk, no words needed because my energy is speaking for itself. By the time I made 2 passes by the couch, my wife's energy is completely off. Now at least I'm aware enough to say, hey, I noticed you're a little bit off. Is everything okay? Is there something that I can help with? And she can give me that look like. And then of course I could be like, that awareness, even though I didn't check my own tone first, but I was able to check myself once she looked at me, because that's how I gotta be sometimes. You get what I mean. That awareness has saved more than one argument in my house. And it's an ongoing thing. I was praying the other day. I was like, God, why do I feel stuck? And as clear as a bell, I heard, you're not stuck. You're just stubborn. Sometimes the answer is just right in front of you, but we are not looking. So you got to ask for help. I have somebody point it out for you. Don't be afraid to see yourself, especially if somebody's trying to help. So how are you going to get this mirror in your toolbox? Well, first off, you got to start by checking in with yourself regularly. And I'm not talking about like throughout the day, like, oh, how am I feeling in the morning? How am I feeling? You could do that, but more like when you go to point the finger, ask, what part did I play in this? What did I miss? Did I miss anything? What can I do better this time? What did I learn last time? And what am I going to do better next time? Beyond that, you got to ask for feedback. It got to be people that know you well. I like to think at least 1 or 2. Someone you can trust. Someone that actually wants to see you grow and develop. Another way, some people don't like talking about things. Keep a journal. Write it down. You don't have to write, an essay every time you have a feeling. Just jot down what bothered you. Write down your triggers. Track down what was happening when you started to feel off. What lessons trying to teach themselves to you. I tell you one thing. The mirror, it works best when you use it often, not when you let life crack you in the head with it. So here's your challenge for this week. Use a mirror at least once. See what it can show you. And if you saw anything interesting in the mirror, put it down in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. Later.